If I didn't make these DIYs myself, I would not believe that these started out with Dollar Tree items. These summer DIYs look so high-end and were all done on a budget. And more importantly, I cannot wait to share with you just how easy these were to make. And before we get started, I want to give a quick thank you to Halara for partnering with me on this episode. I'll tell you a little bit more about them and how you can get that high-end look on a budget with them as well. But first, let's get into these stunning summer DIYs from the Dollar Tree. First up, I found a really cool drink dispenser from the Dollar Tree with so much versatility. While this may be a drink dispenser and you'll be like, why are you doing this on here, Natalie?
But why though?
That's because there is a really fun opportunity to decorate it as well. How many of you guys have seen this in your Dollar Tree? This drink dispenser was $5 in the Dollar Tree Plus, and I'm like, that is a killer deal. But what I really liked about it, well, there's a couple things that I really like about it. The price, of course, but it also has a clear base, which I feel like is an opportunity to decorate. And then the top, look at that. That looks like a fruit plate, does it not? There's so many options with this. So you put that on and you could have a fruit plate on it. So this is like multifunctional here. And it's super lightweight, easy to store, easy to clean. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is install the spigot. Now, this is where I worry because it's inexpensive. So there's a chance that it might leak. I hope not. It comes with instructions. So we're gonna make sure to follow these instructions. Okay, so I think one spigot goes inside, one on the outside. Place one of these on the spigot body and just slide that on. There we go. Okay, so then we put it in. Hopefully we do this right. We'll test it out before we put our fun stuff in it. And then we put the nut on. Okay, let's see. Hand tighten until they are securely compressed. That feels like it's on there tight. I'm gonna test it out. Okay, to be safe, I didn't fill it all the way up. All right, I don't see anything leaking. It feels dry. Let's get a cup and we'll test it out. Okay, so we'll rinse this out real good and we'll move on to the next step. We are gonna start out with the base, and this is probably a good idea to do this in place. Since we're not really having a party, I'm just gonna put it here. Even if we were having a party, I'd probably put it somewhere on this island anyway. I would probably maybe decorate it a little cuter. Let's go grab something. I have something that Lisa gave me that I think might be really cute. I actually have a couple of options here. I have this white base, which is, I don't know, it's a little bit more casual, so it kind of depends on like the party setting. But look how perfect and snugly that fits in there. It's like it was meant to be.
Well, it's a perfect fit.
But I also have this very beautiful marble turntable. So pretty. This is like for more of a formal look. Since this does spin, I'm not quite sure if that's the best idea for a drink dispenser. So I think we are gonna use this other one. However, this would be really, really pretty in the right place. The drink we're gonna be making is called, it's like, I wanna say butterfly lemonade or something like that. And so I have these pretty butterflies from the Dollar Tree, which you're gonna be seeing a lot throughout my episode here. I thought that it would be fun to kind of create like a butterfly sanctuary. Of course, we need some flowers for that and some greenery because the butterflies need that. So I have these beautiful branches. I think I'm just gonna, like, we can put these back on and reassemble. I think I'm gonna just pull a couple of those off and put those on the base when the party's over, because we're not like breaking them, we can just slide them back onto the branch. There we go for that. And we might hang on to it, maybe we need a little bit more. Now, how pretty is this? I don't want to ruin this either, but I like these little flowers here. They've got a little hit of yellow, which is perfect because We have lemon that will go in our lemonade. We'll do a couple of these for now, and we might do some more. I've got these hydrangeas here that also have purple and also have a leaf. And these are from Michael's. And then I thought these were cute. They look like little raspberries, but I don't know what they actually are. But I thought they were really cute. So we're gonna just pop those off, and I just felt like that looked really summery. I also have these little mini lemon, I think they're soaps. Yeah, I think they're soaps. Isn't that fun? Okay, now I thought it would be fun to do some twinkle lights. Now, you might want to do this one right before you do the party, because once you put the lemonade on, it's gonna be hard unless you have some muscle to lift it up. Isn't this gonna be fun? And then we'll just tuck. I think that makes it kind of magical. I think one will be enough in this case. So we've got quite the little scene going on here. Now we need some butterflies. So if we can get the butterflies to kind of sit on the fairy lights, so some of them are flying, that would be really fun. Aren't these pretty? They have glitter on them, and I think these are really pretty. Now, I feel like we need some more flour in the middle. I think that's good. I don't want it to be mushed, and I didn't want it to be formal either, so I think this is perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna make a lemonade, so we need to cut some fresh lemons and also steep some of our butterfly tea. So I found this recipe on Pinterest, and I gotta be honest, this does not smell very good at all, but the color is cool, and they say it's really good for you, and that when it's all together, it's awesome, so we're gonna give it a try. Okay, so we've got 16 ounces of boiling water, and apparently it's like 1 scoop. That doesn't seem like a lot, and we're supposed to steep these. They're literally a flour. See how it's already turning it blue? We'll let that steep for a while until it cools down. So we've got our bag of lemons. We're gonna make some lemonade. We are just gonna start cutting them in half and squeezing the juice out, and then we'll cut some for aesthetics as well. I don't juice lemons a lot, so if this doesn't go right, if I'm not doing this right, it's because I don't usually juice the lemons like this. It smells so good. There's nothing that smells quite as fresh as like a freshly cut lemon. Wow! I just squirted myself with lemon juice. Tangy. Okay, so we're gonna make our lemonade, and I've got, that's like 6 or 7 lemons squeezed. And then I've got 1/2 cup of monk fruit, because I don't do sugar, but sugar probably would taste a little bit better. We're gonna dissolve that in some hot water, about 6 to 8 ounces. And then we're gonna put our lemon juice in here. Okay, that looks like it's dissolved. Ooh, I've got one of these, like, I think these are like Pampered Chef. Maybe they're not Pampered Chef, I don't know. Before we add ice. You know what, that's really light. I could have actually done 1 more lemon, and that's sweet, but not overly sweet. And honestly, I can't tell that it's monk fruit, so that's cool. Okay, we've got strawberry, cream cheese, and fluff. Quick little fruit dip. So that fruit dip is made of strawberry, cream cheese, and marshmallow fluff. Probably not the most healthy thing, but I figure if you're having it with fruit and having just a little bit of it, it's okay. It's really good. Really easy to make. We're gonna take a giant scoop and try to get as much of that in at one time as possible so that it's prettier. I don't know if I should do this, if it will mess up the chi or not. That's good. You guys, I got pre-bought fruit and somebody stole my kiwis. Of course they did. We're gonna cut those strawberries in half at least, because those are kind of ginormous. This is the lid for the drink. How fun is that? It's actually pretty clever. Let's put some blueberries in it. So this has been steeping. Do you see that? It's really blue. That's really full. I might have overdone that. You know what? It might be safer to pour that from here now that we've got the flowers out. We've got wild Maine blueberries. They've got to be from Maine, of course. We're gonna put this on top of our ice, and these are frozen. You could use fresh too if you wanted, but I'm like, this will make it cold, and they're Maine. That'll make it interesting, right? For a little kick, I'm gonna do 1 can of this sparkling water. Strawberry Sunset, it's my favorite. See how that's turning like a pinky purple? Now we're gonna put in our butterfly pea flower tea. This is an herbal tea. Well, it's supposed to stay blue, but I think it was because I had frozen blueberries in there. It's already purple. So we'll start by putting our little lemon wedges in here. There's supposed to be some kind of reaction between the butterfly pea flower and the lemons. I'm worried that this might be too florally. It's actually not bad, but I do think it needs more sweetener. Here we go. I put a little butterfly on the top tray too. And then we can just set this on top. And we are ready to party. The overall look is so amazing. I cannot believe this drink dispenser was from the Dollar Tree and it offered so much versatility in styling and decorating it for summer. You guys, my head is spinning with all the ideas of the different seasons that we could do this for. We could do it for Christmas and fall and Halloween. Like, there's so many options. You'll have to let me know in the comment section below if you want to see me bring this out each season and style it a different way, because I do think this is such a fun piece that it could be done in so many different ways. But what really has me thinking is the butterflies. I was so taken with these Dollar Tree butterflies. I'm literally obsessed, and I know that that is kind of a buzzword, but I just can't believe how realistic they looked. Plus they had a little hit of glitter, which, you know, never hurt anything. To me, butterflies represent change. It's something starting as something maybe not very attractive, but through like this process becomes the most beautiful thing, a butterfly. And that I feel like relates to all of us in the pressure, like, cause they're in a cocoon and they're like under pressure. Then we become the most beautiful butterflies, like this drink dispenser and like some of the things that you're gonna be seeing throughout this episode. You know I love showing you how to get that high-end look for less when it comes to decor. But you know, I want everything in my life to look high-end without that expensive price tag. That includes what I'm wearing when I'm DIYing, running errands, or even dressing up to go out. That's why I'm so excited to share with you Halara, and in between some of our DIYs, I'm gonna show you a couple of outfits. Let's start with this first one. Isn't this so cute? I thought this would be a really good business casual look. This would be good for date night. This would be good for just going to the office, or when you wanna feel cute but feel comfortable, because these, my friends, are stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants!
You know I love a good pair of stretchy pants, but they are so cute with this button detailing and this sewn down seam in the front. They're super, super stylish. And then you've got this crossover top that I've got here. It's so cute, and even has a really cute button detail on the back of the shirt where it connects rather than tying. It also has these really cute pockets on the back. So I love this look, and I paired it with some cheetah print shoes. You know I love good cheetah print. Let me do a quick change, and I'm gonna share another outfit with you real quick that is super stylish. Could go more dressy, more casual. Let me change. Okay, here's the next outfit. I'm holding the mic because it was messing up the look. But I love this. I think it is so adorable. I love the top because the fabric is really, really soft, and I love the ruching detail. You could dress this top down with some jeans, or like I did with these pants, I dressed them up. And these pants, let me tell you, they are so lightweight and they flow, but they're dressy, but they're like cute enough for like a summer party. And it comes in a lot of different colors. Plus, I am like 5'1.5", and they have petite sizes in this one. They're one of the few companies I found that actually carry petite sizes in some of their things. And so I love it because I don't need to hem it. So this is kind of like almost looks like a skirt, but it's definitely a pant. And I just love this look, and it's super, super comfortable. What is so cool about Holara is they actually want to hear from you. They want you to be involved with their design process and be a part of their design team. That's why they created the Holara Circle, which happens on the second Sunday of every month. You get to test upcoming designs for free, give your feedback, and help shape what's coming next. And I've honestly loved partnering with Holara. They get that style, comfort, and affordability shouldn't have to be mutually exclusive. And they've made it super easy to look high-end without spending high-end. If you want to try them out, just use my coupon code DESIGN0 for an extra 15% off full-priced items. And as I mentioned previously, I'm going to show you some of their other really cute outfits in between the other DIYs. So make sure you stay tuned for those so you can tell me in the comment section which one is your favorite. Let's get back to the designs. Up next, I found this arrangement on, I think it was Pinterest. It was $100, and I thought it was pretty. There was a special element to it that really intrigued me, and so I wanted to recreate it. Plus, I was reading the reviews, and a lot of the people who bought these floral arrangements were not very impressed with the quality. Well, can you believe that with some Dollar Tree items, we're gonna get a really high-end look without spending $100, not even close. So let's get started with that one. We're gonna make it with mostly Dollar Tree items. Now, I do have some pink flowers and a couple of things that are like from my stash, like cut off pieces, like for example, this used to have magnolia flowers on it, and this is the cutoffs. However, if you want to make something look really high-end, you can use a lot, even if most of Dollar Tree items, but it is always a good idea to elevate the look by throwing in something that's a little bit more expensive, and that will like level up the whole arrangement. So that's what we're gonna do. And by the way, this container is not from Dollar Tree. It's from Dollar General, where things are still sometimes just $1. Do you see that? So this is actually cheaper than the Dollar Tree by 25 cents. So we are going to create a tape grid. So now we're gonna take some of our Dollar Tree flowers, and these ones are actually from Michael's, but they are $2. They're so much nicer. They're normally $3.99. Half price is like $1.99. This is from the Dollar Tree. This is from Family Dollar. So this one's $3, but look how nice those look. Dollar Tree. We might use some of these to kind of lighten it up. And this is some I had in my stash, where like I feel like the bang for the buck is really good, because I feel like I got this bush for like $5, but they're like really nice quality. Like I said, mixing some nice ones in with some Dollar Tree stuff. Have you guys seen this stuff from Dollar Tree? I really like it. I don't know why. It's just pretty cool looking to me. So we're using this one. You guys probably recognize this from the Dollar Tree if you guys frequent that store. And we are gonna bend the stems and slide that in there. This one's missing flower, so I'll cut that one off. And look how much nicer those leaves are than the Dollar Tree ones. That's the difference, paying like literally 75 cents more for this one. Do we want to use the whole bush? Let's try using the whole bush and just see what happens. These are lilacs, but I think we can pull them into summer, right? We can use this as greenery, so let's not waste any part of this more expensive flower. Our arrangement needs some greenery, so there we go. White hydrangea from the Dollar Tree. And I'm stealing this from the other arrangement. That's okay, I have lots of white. We're gonna throw in some of this greenery, and I am gonna cut this apart just because I want to very strategically place it. Now, before we totally finish it off with the rest of the greenery, maybe it's time to show you my surprise element. Okay, so here is the surprise element. We are gonna tuck fairy lights down in so you can't even see the fairy lights. We're gonna make this so it glows at night. This is like a pack of 20, and I think I paid $13 for it off of Amazon. So that makes them like less than $1 each one. So then you just pull out that so it will work. And then we can turn them on. So then we're gonna carefully unroll this and tuck it down in our arrangement. Oh, you're gonna see the fairy lights a little bit, but that's okay. I am okay with it. It actually looks really cute. And I think I am gonna use like 3. You can see that. Look how fun is that? How fun is that? Seriously. Okay, last one. Okay, I think that is good. I love this arrangement. So they have all of these fun butterflies, and remember we have these from the previous thing. There's like 9 butterflies on them. They're glittered, they're cute, and I think if we put like 1 or 2 on our arrangement, wouldn't that be fun? So that's what I'm gonna do. I love the butterflies from Dollar Tree. And like I said, I will tuck these in later when you get the full reveal. But isn't that fun? All right, let's do the yellow one. Same container, same kind of setup, I think. That one seemed to work well. So now I have a whole bunch of Dollar Tree flowers. Most of these are from the Dollar Tree white. And then my yellow flowers, I actually got a while ago at Family Dollar. And then I also have some of these tulips that are kind of like a cream color that are like maybe even like on the border of being like a light yellow. Okay, so we've got a base of white flowers, not totally full. I think I definitely want to use these yellow roses. I feel like I'm gonna butterfly like everything. This is the color. And oh, I think we have to do it. I think we have to. Okay, I'm gonna play around with the placement of those butterflies, but I like that. I'll show you the finished versions in 3, 2, 1. The addition of the fairy lights, I think, is just what really elevates the look of this. In the evening time, it's really pretty. At nighttime, it is amazing. And I was thinking to myself, wouldn't this make the cutest nightlight? Especially like in a little girl's room or in a big girl's room. A glowing flower arrangement as a nightlight with the fairy lights. I loved that idea. So maybe you could even get like some lights that you plug in and aren't like run off of a battery. Great for parties. You could theme it in any color. Like we did it in the pink and the lavender and then the yellow and blue color. It's got so many options. Color it the way you want, and I hope that you liked this idea. Now this project may be easy, but it is also extremely magical. The light gives it that ambient designer glow that totally transforms a room. Have you heard that I'm launching a new channel? Well, I am. June 16th. It's called DIY to the Nines. I'll link it in the description box and the pinned comment below. Go over, subscribe so you don't miss any of the new things that are coming out. I've got a bathroom makeover. I've got the solar lamp post project coming. I've torn down the monstrosity, and we are going to be doing that over on that channel. So if you haven't done so, go subscribe. We're launching June 16th. Can't wait to see you over there as well. Now I have to show you some comfortable stuff. These are some cute leggings that I had to get, obviously, because of my Aaliyah tool line. It's like they knew. So I got these because they were representing for me, and I love them. They're so comfortable, and you're definitely going to be seeing me DIY in these. These cute bottoms are so fun. What it has is this little wrap look, so it looks like it's wrapped in like a little bit of a skirt, but these are like very, very stretchy, comfortable fabric here, and this is totally something that I would do Pilates in, which I've been doing recently. Yeah, I love this look. So the next item is these pants that have this front kind of slit, which is super, super cute. This could go casual, as you see me wearing now. So if you just want to lounge around the house and be comfortable with a little bit of style, you could get away with it. Or it could go dressy like this. Okay, so I love this. So just pairing it with a little bit dressier top and some cute cheetah print shoes, this would be totally something you could wear to work or a night on the town with your husband or a significant other. I love this. These pants are so versatile. What I love about them is the fabric on them is so thick. Again, I love the fun little print slit. It just gives it a lot of personality. You get a lot of leggings and they all kind of start to look the same. These definitely have personality. Okay, so my friend Leslie just recently bought a house closer to me in our neighborhood, and I wanted to make her a little housewarming gift. So I wanted to make her a wreath. Now I found this one on Amazon for $45, and I thought it was cute, but I knew that we could make something better for less money, and that's what I set out to do. And so I started out with the Dollar Tree wreath frame, and I got to work. So I have gathered an assortment of Dollar Tree, Michael's, Family Dollar, some Hobby Lobby, some like pieces from leftover like other projects that we might be able to use. And we've got a really beautiful assortment. Now the inspiration one was kind of pinks and purples and blues in varying shades. I believe I got these at the Dollar Tree. I can't remember. I haven't seen them for a while. Maybe I got them at Walmart. Zip ties are my favorite. I couldn't find my zip ties, so we are gonna wire our stuff onto here. So I think I'm gonna start with our boxwood, and we'll just clip it all off. So I think we'll just kind of lay this out how we like it. Well, that moved around a little bit with all the wiring, so like I said, I think I'll lay out what I want to do with this, but I think I'm going to go try to find my zip ties. It's just so much easier. Okay, but we've got a good base. So now we already have these cut, so I think that I will use these over the other peonies that I have, because these ones are already ready. Some blues. These ones are from Family Dollar for $3, and they are quite nice. There was something similar to this in our arrangement, our inspiration. So let's get in some of these, and all I'm doing is like kind of weaving this into each other, because then we can either wire or zip tie the heck out of our arrangement after, and it will give it strength. this at Family Dollar as well. Now, I feel like we need some light purple. So we're going to use that other one that we had. Literally fun like this. I absolutely am obsessed with this. So cute. Okay, now we just need to decide purple butterflies or blue butterflies. We're gonna have to just literally try it. Oh, I love this so much. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna do both. Oh my heck, I am obsessed. I love this so much. I want to keep it for myself, but I have plans for this. How fun is this? Now, just to find the zip ties, even though we took inspiration from that wreath, ours looks way different, and frankly, I love it. I think it's time I cleaned up my craft room. I found it. Isn't this end result so pretty? I know it kind of looks like a fairy garden, and maybe that is not for every person's front door, but I love it, and I would totally put it on my front door, and it was just so much fun to make. I love the addition again of those butterflies, if you can find them in your store. My mom struggled to find them in her small town, but keep looking because sometimes they sell out and they restock, so keep your eyes peeled for them. They are so cute. They come in a bunch of different colors. So I gave it to her, she loved it, and I am so happy that they are closer. So I feel like this is the perfect summer wreath. So this new top that I got, I paired with some Halara jeans from my last episode, super stretchy, super comfortable. I love this top because you can almost not wrinkle it. It's something you could throw in and pack without any issue. And then it's a wrap top, and I love this, and it comes in a lot of colors. And I just thought this was really cute, and it's a really breathable, comfortable top for summer. And I just paired it with this tank top that I already had in my drawer, and it looks cute. All right, so this is the last one, and when I saw this dress, I was smitten because it has this ruching at the waist, which can hide a little tummy if you have one going. Like some of us moms that have had kids, what's really great about it is it looks so beautiful, like satin, which it is, but it's stretchy, so that is so fun. So I thought this would be good if you had like a black tie wedding or some fun special event. I think that it is so cute while being comfortable, and it was affordable, but it looks like a very expensive gown. So I just thought this was fun, and I wanted to share it with you. So I have to know which of these outfits were your favorite. I've got them all lined up on the screen. Let me know in the comment section below which of my outfits was your favorite. Now I decided we're gonna do a little last minute project. So I have this lantern from the Dollar Tree Plus section. It's pretty cute. Let's see if we can upgrade it a little bit. And then I have this candlestick that I got from the thrift store for like $2. I don't know if I want to permanently affix it, so I thought we could try out some museum wax. I think what we do is we just scrape some wax, heat it up with a little bit with your hands, like roll it together. And I think I'm just gonna kind of just put a couple spots on it. It's supposed to make it pretty good. I don't know. This, like I said, we're gonna test it out together. The idea is we'll kind of center it up here press it down. I don't know if it has to set up at all or if it just is instantly good. I don't even know if I used enough or not. So I mean, that's pretty good. I'll take it. So we are gonna open this up, and then I'm just gonna take a little piece of floral foam and set that in the bottom. This is not really meant to be permanent, but I guess we could use a little bit more of that museum wax to kind of hold it in place a little bit. I'm gonna scrape some more. I'm gonna lift this up, put a little thing of museum wax, press that down. Then I have a Dollar Tree candle that we are going to set on there. And we're gonna just kind of set that into place. And now we're gonna take some of that wisteria. I pulled this out here and I forgot to use it, so we might try to cover up some of the mechanics with some moss. That way we don't have to use as much flowers. I forgot that I was gonna do that. Already looks better. Like that it's just like all natural and green. I'm gonna go ahead and lock the top because we don't really need it open anymore. I'm really liking this. I don't think we're gonna need to do that many flowers. This is really cute. Not bad for like a little last minute arrangement. Yeah, I think we could do a couple little things of that. Nothing crazy, not overdo it. Okay, how cute is that? I love it. Oh my word, this arrangement took less than like 7 minutes. I used things that I had on hand. I think it's classy and timeless, and best of all, it's sturdy while I can still disassemble and use these items in different ways. I love all of the different lantern options that they are offering now at the Dollar Tree. I have probably bought like 6 or 7 different lanterns, and this one's a really unique one. It definitely leans a little bit more country, but I think we elevated it with the flower choice, the fancy base, and I just love how this turned out and definitely screams summer. But honestly, you could use it all year round as well if you wanted to. Butterfly starts out as something very simple and transforms into something beautiful and extraordinary. These Dollar Tree DIYs prove that even the smallest change can cause a ripple effect that has beautiful results in your home. One little idea, one little project, who knows what it might inspire next. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. A big thank you to Hallara once again for sponsoring and partnering with me on this episode. If you want to check out their amazing, beautiful, high-end looking, comfortable clothes that does not have a high price tag, click on the link in the description box below and make sure you use this coupon code to get an additional 15% off full-priced items. You're gonna love them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, here's another one that I think you'll like as well. And to all of you, I just want to remind you that you are powerful. We'll see you next time. Bye.